Hello everyone, I had not made a video in a long time. I have totally been basking in happiness, excitement about everything that's been happening in my life. I'll definitely be sharing with you guys soon. I wanted to do this video because Saturday or Sunday morning, I actually woke up to a comment on one of my videos on YouTube and I said, let's see what happened. And the comment said, disgusting. And this was on a video I called How I Got Herpes, Como Me Dio Herpes. And I just think this is the exact reason why I make these videos. This is why I got empowered to make these videos, to share myself, to put myself out there, to show how my pain at some point actually used to drive me into, it drove me into being insecure about myself. It drove me into depression. It drove me into thinking that I wasn't enough. It drove me into thinking that no one would ever love me. It drove me into thinking that I was dirty, that I was disgusting, that I had a virus and my life was over. This is what those type of comments are, the things that drove me to think that about myself. And there's so much I can say about this. There's just so much I can say about this. But I just want to share the comments with you guys and give you guys a little bit of perspective as to what it is that you guys can do if you guys actually find something like this. If you guys find a person that is driven by ignorance and by judgment, so that you guys learn, or you guys are able to use this tool to understand why these people do this. So it wasn't just one comment, because apparently it was probably the same person going into different accounts and writing in English and Spanish, because it wasn't enough just to do it in one language. So there was 2 positive comments, people asking me about the symptoms and to share about them. Then there was somebody else who said, a guy, his name is Alberto Gutierrez, which maybe I shouldn't have even said the name, but it's out there. I'm sure there's many Albertos out there. But he said, eres asquerosa, estás podrida por dentro, no leeré tu estúpida respuesta. So what he said is, you're disgusting, you're rotting on the inside, and I'm not gonna read your stupid answer. And then he put a happy face. A lot of maturity here. And then this other guy, Roberto, wrote, you are a disgusting and ugly female. Bye. Happy face. Interesting. So those are the type of comments who would and could ruin a person's life. And truthfully, it actually empowers me. I fucking love getting comments like that. And why am I cursing? I'm cursing because it gets me excited that when I get pushback, it actually pushes me to go forward. When someone says something disgusting to me, it empowers me. And it doesn't empower me from the sense of like, ooh, I'm gonna demolish them. No, but it empowers me in the sense that what I do to speak up is to empower other people. I don't do this because I am consuming my experience, but at some point I was consumed in my experience. So what I am making this video is because I'm gonna share it again all over social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my YouTube, and doing the same. I'm gonna title it the same thing because one of the videos that I have the most views on is on HSV1 and HSV2 shaming. And I share my experience of someone telling me a story about some girl having one of the viruses. What, type 1 or type 2, I don't remember. But when we are so focused on external validation, everything that people say is gonna trigger us. And it means that we have no control over our lives. And this is something that I love telling my clients. And I tell them, if this is you, let's say this is your control, and somebody else has the controller, and when someone says, you're an idiot, you're dirty, you're stupid, you're ugly, they're doing this with you. They're just manipulating you, and everything that they say, they just do whatever they want with you. But when you own your remote, when you take that remote from them, is when you start building your internal validation. When you say, I validate myself. No matter what people say about me, I know who I am. And whatever people say outside of myself, it doesn't affect me because I know who I am. So I invite you guys that if you guys have ever gotten anyone or had anyone shame you into having herpes, then get your control back from them. Get it back, own your power, and be stronger because of it, because you are. Many people don't actually get to experience pain the way that we do, in the sense that we can actually turn pain to help us. Some people use pain to become heavier and dense and sad and enraged and I don't know, all the negative things you can think of. But what I do with pain is I turn it around and I use that pain to help me grow. So it doesn't have to hold you back. It doesn't have to make you any less. You are stronger when you experience pain. But own your remote. Do not let that external validation, what everybody has to say, everybody's opinions, if you let what everybody else says control you and set your mood, you have no control over your life. But when you take that control back, when you take that control and you say, I own the way that I feel, I own who I am, I own who I'm gonna become. You say who you are. You do that. Nobody else does that for you. When you do that, you're unfucking stoppable. And no matter what people say, it doesn't matter. And it's actually gonna help you look at the world in a different sense, because you're gonna know that you've done the internal work that many people struggle to do it. But because you've done that internal work, guess what? No one has power over you. And when you got that, you're unstoppable. And that's exactly where you want to be. So no matter what it is that you guys are going through, whether you guys just got diagnosed with it, whether someone cheated on you, whether you just like, oh shoot, I actually slept with someone and I didn't know and this person didn't disclose to me, whatever it is, it's okay. This is just a phase. This will go away. This will happen. And you can get stronger when you choose. Choose your emotions. Choose how you feel. You are in control when you choose it. Do not let other people choose how you feel or them defining you. Do not let that happen. This was a super long message, but I wanted to share that with you guys because I do what I do for you guys, because I got over myself. And for me, it doesn't faze me. I just read it and I actually kind of just laugh. I'm like, wow, and I actually feel sorry for this guy that they actually have the time to go on my videos, which makes me feel good, really, that you're watching my videos and you're actually trying to shame me. You're trying to get to where you can't get through me. You can't get through me. I do what I do for other people, and I do what I do. And if you're one of those people that you actually like to go and watch my videos so you can actually criticize me and try to make me feel bad, guess what? I own my power. You do not. And if you have more time in your hands, if you have more time in your hands to come into my website, to come and bash me, then you actually do not have a life. And you should actually look within yourself to see what it is that you actually want to do with your life. Because if what you think that's so valuable of your time to come and watch me and look at my videos and try to shame me, then you actually don't even know what your mission is. So I'm not trying to shame you, but I'm trying to give you some guidance that you are actually the one who needs to step outside of yourself and outside of your experience so that you do not go shaming people for something they didn't choose. And if they chose it,